Hello, viewers. Today we continue our journey through the first book of Samuel, exploring the intense and dramatic events from chapters 25 to 31. We'll be uncovering the hidden wisdom and treachery David encounters, all the way to the poignant downfall of King Saul. We're about to delve into a world of ancient narratives, filled with moral dilemmas, leadership challenges, and profound decision-making. So without further ado, let's dive into these compelling narratives. In chapter 25, we see David encountering both hostility and wisdom. Here, David sends his men to Nabal, a wealthy man known for his churlish nature, seeking aid. But Nabal, in his arrogance, refuses to lend a hand, sparking David's ire and prompting him to prepare for battle. Yet, before the clash can occur, Abigail, Nabal's wife, known for her beauty and intelligence, steps into the fray. She presents David with gifts, extending a hand of peace and goodwill. Her plea for tranquility resonates with David, leading him to stand down and avert the impending bloodshed. A potential disaster is thus averted, thanks to Abigail's timely intervention and wisdom. This narrative gives us a profound glimpse into the power of peace-making over conflict and the influence of wisdom in resolving disputes. Averting a potential bloodshed, Abigail's wisdom shines brightly in this narrative. Moving on to chapter 26, David once again proves his loyalty and restraint towards King Saul. In the wilderness of Ziph, a unique opportunity presents itself. David could easily end Saul's life and seize the throne. Yet he chooses mercy over vengeance, respect over rebellion. Instead of killing Saul, David and his companion, Abishai, sneak into the camp under the cover of darkness. They take Saul's spear and water jug, symbols of royal authority and life sustenance. These items, left untouched beside the sleeping king, serve as tangible proof of David's presence, his power, and most importantly, his restraint. This daring act, however, is not a threat, but a message. David could have killed Saul, but he chose not to. He shows, yet again, his unwavering respect for Saul's anointed position. This act of mercy speaks volumes about David's character and his respect for Saul's position. In chapter 27, to escape Saul's persistent pursuit, David seeks refuge among the Philistines. Within the heart of enemy territory, David finds an unlikely ally in King Achish. Playing a dangerous game of deception, David convinces the Philistine ruler that he's raiding his own people, the Israelites. But behind the scenes, a different story unfolds. The real targets of David's attacks are other groups: the Geshurites, the Girzites, and the Amalekites. David's strategy is cunning, his actions shrouded in secrecy. To maintain the facade, he leaves no survivors who could reveal the truth of his raids. This chapter reveals a new side of David, one that is shrewd, tactical, and willing to take risks to ensure the safety of his people. It's a testament to his resourcefulness and determination, traits that would later define his kingship. David's survival tactics here are a testament to his shrewdness and determination. Chapter 28 introduces us to the eerie tale of the Witch of Endor. In a desperate move, King Saul, isolated and bereft of guidance, seeks out a forbidden source of knowledge. He finds the Witch of Endor, a woman known for her ability to commune with the spirits of the dead. Saul pleads with her to summon the spirit of the prophet Samuel. Despite her initial reluctance, the witch complies. The ghostly figure of Samuel appears, not with comforting words, but with a chilling prophecy. He foretells the defeat of Israel at the hands of the Philistines. More terrifyingly for Saul, Samuel predicts the king's imminent death, further deepening Saul's dread. This episode clearly shows Saul's despair and his fear of the impending doom. It's a poignant reminder of how far Saul has fallen from his once lofty position as king, and the dire consequences that await him. In chapter 29, David finds himself unwanted by the Philistine commanders. As they ready themselves for battle against Israel, a wave of mistrust washes over them. They view David, a former adversary, with suspicion, questioning his loyalty. They fear he might turn against them in the heat of battle, a risk they are unwilling to take. Caught between the commander's skepticism and his own duty to David, King Achish is forced to make a decision. Reluctantly, he chooses to side with his commanders, asking David to leave. David, once a fugitive seeking refuge, now finds himself rejected. Yet he takes this in stride, returning to Ziklag with grace. This rejection, however, only sets the stage for David's next action. Every setback is a setup for a comeback, and David is about to prove this true, in ways none could foresee. Stay tuned to learn how David responds to this unexpected turn of events. Chapter 30 narrates the daring rescue mission led by David. Upon returning to Ziklag, David and his men are met with a sight of utter desolation. The city had been razed by the Amalekites, their homes reduced to smoldering ruins, and their loved ones taken captive. The air was heavy with despair and the ashes of what once was. But amidst this chaos, David's resolve did not waver. Fueled by a potent mix of desperation and determination, David led his men in pursuit of the invaders. The chase was relentless, a testament to their unyielding spirit. They traversed harsh terrains, fought against fatigue, and pushed forward with a single-minded focus. Their efforts bore fruit as they managed to overtake the Amalekites, engaging them in battle. The fight was fierce, but David and his men emerged victorious, recovering everything that had been taken from them. In the face of adversity, David's leadership shines through, resulting in a triumphant rescue. Finally, in chapter 31, we witness the tragic end of King Saul. The stage is set on Mount Gilboa, where the Israelites face the Philistines in a fierce battle. The conflict is ruthless, and the death toll rises, claiming the lives of Saul's valiant sons. Among the fallen are Jonathan, Abinadab, and Malchishua, leaving Saul in profound grief and despair. The battle takes a turn for the worse when Saul himself is gravely wounded. With the Philistines closing in and no escape in sight, Saul makes a decision that is as heartbreaking as it is inevitable. Rather than fall into the hands of his enemies, Saul chooses to take his own life. The once great king of Israel falls on his own sword, marking a poignant end to his reign. Saul's tragic end truly marks the end of an era, paving the way for David's rise to kingship. David's journey through these chapters is fraught with moral dilemmas, leadership challenges, and moments of profound decision-making. From the wisdom of Abigail to the mercy shown to Saul, David navigates through treacherous waters. The tragic end of Saul sets the stage for a new chapter, the rise of David as king. As we bid farewell to Saul, we wonder, what will David's kingship bring? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more engaging biblical stories.